151, wind 210 degrees, 9 knots, half archer, maintain runway heading, runway 27, you can take off.
Maintain runway heading, runway 27, clear for takeoff. Just 151.
Melbourne Tower, good evening, velocity 891 with information Quebec, request clearance to Sydney.
Velocity 891, good evening, Melbourne Tower. You are cleared to Sydney Airport via Docel plane route. Initial climb after this height of 5,000 feet. Runway 27, Docel 8 departure. Squawk code is 3155. Departure frequency is 132.0.
Okay, cleared to Sydney, Docel 8 departure, runway 27, initially 5,000 feet, squawk 3155, departure frequency 132.0, velocity 891.
Velocity 891. Departures.
All correct, we are in YMML.
Contact departures on 132.0, Qantas 151.
Confirm 132.0.
It's un poquito late for Australia, so I don't want to hang around too much because they're all gonna go to bed. Docel 8 is here. So Docel, we go to Opla, Beato, Ridal, and Docel. Cool, it's all in here. Reserve. Let's see the flight plan.
715, ready to go, runway 27.
Just 715, runway 27, clear for takeoff. Archers 171. Have a good flight, sir. Good night.
27, clear for takeoff, departures airborne, just 715. See ya.
Where's all my information? Oh, here it is. Reserve 2.7. The alternate is the Canberra, I think. That's why I intended to put. I don't know if the code was correct, but that's why I intended to set in the flight plan. 350, the cruise wind 159 at 33. That's the top of climb wind. Transition is 10,000, so it's at 10,001. That's all correct. We'll leave it at that. Okay, I'll go back to Perfinet. Yeah, perfect. Then up here, we set 1017 on the QNH. Runway 27 is 263. Oops, I went beyond, and 5,000 feet. I'm looking at the chat and I'm not looking at what I'm doing. And the other flight director. Cool. Alright, work now. Yaw damper, the fuel pumps. I'll start the boarding. Coordinata, it's now Qantas. We are fueled up, so put the passenger signs. Window heat. Yeah, the jetway is in place already. Electric hydraulic pumps. We'll prepare the packs for the APU to come on. 350 will be our cruise. And Sydney is above sea level, I believe. No, the planes will kind of be will be determined by the company, really. If the company wants you to fly Airbus, they'll put you on Airbus. If they want you to fly Boeing, they'll put you on Boeing. So it's really down to the company.
Morning. Hello.
Cool. So while we are boarding, we'll call multi-crew experience. Safety inspection checklist.
Safety inspection checklist. Surfaces and shocks.
Checked.
Maintenance status.
Checked.
Melbourne Tower today, compass 95, ready to check.
On.
Electric, hydraulic pumps.
On.
Yeah, yeah, last name calling that here,
Gear lever.
Down.
Aircraft documents.
Checked.
Safety inspection checklist complete.
Very good. Now let's get cracking. Yellow. 0 fuel weight. You can have a request for an aircraft type, but at the end of the day, you're hired by the company to kind of serve them, so to speak. So you can express a wish, but at the end of the day, it's the company who decide. 61.4, fairly heavy. 68.2 minus the taxi fuel, yeah, that makes sense. So it's a small-ish runway. Although there's 15 knots, but I'm tempted to go 24k. Because I think the runway is fairly short, runway 27, so I don't want to kind of be stuck and have to put the wheels in the grass. 1000 for the engine out, although we're not gonna have any engine out today. Then go for flap 5. CG will take whatever is given, and then the speeds as well, given by PMDG. So 150, that's the V2. We can use VNAV and we can use LNAV. Beautiful, we're in business. We'll take the APU. Oh, I thought I started the APU. My bad. I saw that multi-crew experience has also closed the doors. Yeah, all the doors are closed. I'll take the APU on the bus.
Good evening, sir. Here, 4x5.
The parking brake is set. I'll disconnect the ground connections
Thank you.
and do the checklist. Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. IRS mode selector.
Nav
Gear pins.
removed.
Oxygen.
Tested.
Yaw damper.
On.
Navigation transfer and display switches.
Normal auto.
Fuel quantity.
As required.
Fuel pumps.
On.
Cabin galley power.
On.
Emergency exit lights.
Armed.
Passenger signs.
On.
Window heat.
On.
Hydraulics.
Normal.
Air conditioning and pressurization.
Set.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Instruments.
Cross-checked.
Auto brake.
RTO.
Speed brake lever.
Down.
Parking brake.
Set.
Stab trim cutout switches.
Normal.
Wheel well fire warning.
Checked.
Radios, radar and transponder.
Set.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Take off refit.
Completed.
FMC CDU.
Set.
and 1 IAS bugs.
Set.
Stab trim.
Set.
Flight set door.
Locked.
Doors.
Closed.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
Very good. Tower velocity 891, request push and start.
Velocity 891, push approved.
Push and start approved, velocity 891. So, push and start approved. Well, Runway 27, so we're gonna put the nose to the left. Nope. In the meantime, we get the aircraft ready. Whoop. Whoop. Fantastic, all these view changes. Before start, checklist.
Before start, checklist. Hydraulics, A, pumps,
Off,
packs,
off,
anti-collision light,
on,
parking, brake,
sit, set,
transponder.
all off.
Before start, checklist complete.
I'm playing around and it doesn't recognize the... Cool, we're pretty much ready to go. It's nice because we get
Departure check completed.
ATC.
Light has been inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Start at will. Once again, I didn't remove the jetway. My bad. We scratched the whole side of the aircraft. They're gonna send me the bill. No good. The pedestal light, certainly can try to do that. Yeah, it's better. Huh? Jeez. Alright, we'll start number 2. The bush is looking alright. %. Bring the fuel. I need another PC to kind of relieve the simulator PC a little bit. I guess it's the ideal configuration of sim PC and a streaming PC, but hey, bang on the line, perfect. Number 2 is stable.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake set. We'll start number 1. So like always, waiting for 25% N2. I call N2 first, check the oil pressure. The N1 is rising. By the time we get to 25% N2, then bring the fuel in. So bring the start lever to idle. Very much now. Then the fuel flow is gonna slowly increase, and then the N2, the EGT and the N1 keep increasing. The N2 must stay ahead of the EGT, which in turn must stay ahead of the N1. If there was to be like some sort of bad start, the EGT for example would just like zoom up towards the red limit there.
Okay.
Cool. So that's Starakatite, number 1 is stable. So we'll take the generators on, probit on, anti-ice is not required. Hydraulic A pumps on. The backs
Melbourne Tower, velocity 1334, requesting clearance
to
to
auto.
Hobart.
Isolation valve auto. Start switch is continuous.
Velocity
APU off.
1334. Clear to Hobart. Via Sunset
Check the
Plane
recall.
Ramp. Initial climb on 5,000 feet after departure.
Take some flaps.
Runway 27.
Blank the
Come to
engine display
one
there.
departure. Squawk
And
code
the
of
idle.
31.
The start levers to idle.
1334, requesting clearance to Hobart.
Velocity 1334. Can you hear me?
Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi, checklist. Generators,
On.
probe, heat,
On.
anti-ice,
Off.
Hydraulic A pumps.
On.
Air condition.
Set.
Isolation valve.
Auto.
Engine start. Switches.
On.
APU.
Off.
Recall.
Checked.
Flaps.
Set.
Stab trim.
Set.
Start. Levers.
On.
Before taxi. Checklist complete.
Let's go.
Velocity 891. You can taxi holding point Papa, runway 27. Right, taxiway Papa, report when ready.
Taxi holding point runway 27 via Papa, Wilco, velocity 8901. Right, let's go. I'm not sure why he gave me the clearance again, maybe to re-update his software or something, I don't know. It's clear on the left and on the right. Let's go. So pretty much straight ahead, Tango, and then slide left on Papa. Velocity 891 is ready for departure.
Velocity 891, thank you, stand by.
Runway entry flow.
Velocity 891, continue taxi, so you can continue rolling. Holding, actually, 827, you can continue runway 27, clear for takeoff, and departure again.
Cabin crew, take your seats.
Clear for takeoff runway 27 when airborne, departure 132.0, velocity 8901. Thank you very much for the service. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Good night. Bye.
Before takeoff, below the line checklist.
Before take off below that line checklist. Engine start. Switches.
On.
MCP.
Set.
Transponder.
Auto.
Landing and strobe lights.
As required.
Landing lights.
On.
Before take off below that line checklist complete.
So runway 27. I'll catch up on the chat with you guys in a couple of minutes to get going.
B1. Rotate.
Gear up. Gear up.
Gear coming up. Gear up and secured.
Departure, good evening, velocity 891, passing 2,900, climbing 5,000.
Okay, confirm frequency.
Velocity 891, level approach identified, climb flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240, velocity 891. 240. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1 selected.
Flaps up.
Flaps going up.
After takeoff flow.
Ready for checklist.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Air condition and pressurization.
Set.
Landed gear.
Up and off.
Track
Mode.
enabled.
Up and off.
Auto brake.
Off.
Flaps.
Up, no lights.
Altimeters.
Standard setting.
After takeoff checklist complete.
Ten checks climb.
10 checklist. Recall. 10 checklist complete.
Yeah, I always forget to do the clock. I always forget, man.
Melbourne approach, get 18 minutes over, if you're descending through 8,000.
The little if you get like a yellow line across the PFD there on the flight mode annunciator, that means that the mode is no longer active. So you kind of need to do something about it, kind of either engage another mode or. But if you've got like an amber line through the mode, then it means that the mode is not working anymore. Yeah, we're kind of supposed to start the clock, but on this thing here, I always forget, man. I always forget. I mean, this is supposed to be this is supposed to be a two-pilot aircraft, actually, and to do it on your own is not that easy, actually. And that's one of the things you forget, you know. That's why I like to have multi-crew experience, but multi-crew experience at the end of the day is just like, you know, a button pusher.
QNK5 Delta, Scott Delta.
No, it's not really a company rule, it's just like something that is done, it's just like a technique. But, yeah. Well, because that's to happen in automatic flight. Well, the autopilot can have a little glitch, and if the autopilot can't cope anymore, or it would just drop the mode. So it would usually be either the lateral mode, so in this case like LNAV, or the pitch mode, which here would be VNAV. The mode on the left here refers to the auto throttle. So usually you don't get the amber line through the thrust mode here, but you would certainly get the amber line through the lateral and the vertical modes here. Yeah. Fairly cloudy.
Switch to
But yeah, obviously we're going towards autumn in Australia, so the weather is no longer fantastic. Right, we'll let the passengers go. When the moon is full, which is actually the correct cycle of the moon at the moment. 10:50 is the real time. Velocity 891, approaching flight level 240, requesting flight level 350. Is he gone?
3891, contact center 124.0, today.
124.0, velocity 891, bye bye, good day. 1240. So obviously this wouldn't be my job, this would be the job of the colleague.
Delta 256
to do the radios, change the frequencies and all that stuff.
Alpha arrival runway 16, when ready, descend flight level 250.
Melbourne Centre, good evening, velocity 891, flight level 240, requesting flight level 350.
Velocity 891, Melbourne Centre, g'day, climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, velocity 891. And one, wind of speed 350. Once, twice, and 3 times. Beautiful. Check the moon. The moon is full. Yeah, if the FMS totally fails, it depends where you are, really. If you're under like radar control and you can navigate with, because the if the FMS fails, you still be able to get some sort of how can I call that? Some sort of like downgraded mode. So you'd still be able to navigate a little bit using also the IRS or the you know, the initial system input. And if you are like under a radar environment, then you can also ask for radar vectors. So it's not a big deal. On the 737 as well,
Link 2131 Melbourne.
you could possibly navigate with radio navigation, so that's not too bad. Yeah, you can change to VOR navigation, exactly. The ETA is at 12 actually, or is it a bit earlier? Yeah, a little bit earlier, maybe 11:45. I'll change that.
Link 5 back Delta. Chilling 58 Delta Melbourne Central BG 5 by 5.
I see, guys, you're getting familiar with the commands of the bot. It's great. Yeah, look, it looks like the controller edited the
Killing 2131 Melbourne Central.
the route, because I didn't put docel 8 and then /27. It was just docel Yankee 59 to descent.
Maintain maximum descent speed. Maintaining maximum descent speed.
Yeah, you don't want Lara Croft, Leon. You don't really want people to kind of have a look, you know, and to kind of keep it discreet. I guess that was what they were trying to do.
Velocity 775, star clearance available.
Yeah, here they are.
775, star clearance is the Warren 2 Alpha Arrival
Welcome
runway
to the cabin.
16, wing ready, descend flight level 250. Report leaving flight level 340 for 25.
Yeah, they are very good passengers, very quiet. Yeah, they look fairly happy. These are the only kind of people that are having a little stretch there. These Boeing seats are very hard. Got a sore bum like sitting on these seats. Yeah, they look quite happy. Happy as Larry. Yeah. Life is good. Fantastic. Alright, leveling off. FMC speed within path. Yeah, now these are the only kind of human beings simulated. Otherwise, it's not there. So, we'll see what Sydney has in store. For the moment, we are still quite far. I don't see the 80s coming on. Oh yeah, the 80s is coming on. How do you call that? On the pilot. Okay, cool.
Velocity 775, descend flight level 130. 130. Fueling 2131, descend 9000, Melbourne QNH 1017.
Leon,
1017,
the strongest wind in the cruise is about, I've seen, is about 170, 180 knots. So that can be either on the tail or on the nose, but yeah, about that, 170, 180 knots. Obviously, like the kind of jet stream between the kind of temperate and and the cold air, in the northern hemisphere. Oh, they've got three centers in Melbourne. Fantastic. So yeah, it's really strong winds. Yeah. So obviously, if you have it on the tail, your ground speed will be like phenomenal. But if you have it on the nose, then you're gonna be like a turboprop, basically.
Speedbird 462, Melbourne Centre, g'day, climb flight level 580.
Okay, Sydney is saying that we're gonna go for runway 07. Cool. I've never landed on runway 07. That would be original. Are there any news about prepared that version 4 now, or is it still the same old rumors that will be released
Velocity 775, DSN
some point during the
9000,
year?
Melbourne QNH 1017.
Between 5,000 and 1,000.
I would like to see prepare like through my own eyes, so to speak. I would like to kind of trial it, see what it's like. I mean, obviously you can sit on streams or on some videos, and but I would like to see it like from my own eyes, like right in front of me, see what it looks like and what it does. I'm still not convinced, to tell the truth, if it's just to avoid like ooms. For the moment I've not had any, and I kind of manage okay with the ooms. So if it's just for the ooms, then for me it's not a problem. If it's for the the quality of the graphics or the textures or whatever, I would really like to see it. So that I can be convinced. For the moment, it's kind of I'm not convinced. Yeah. Yeah. So it's gonna be 64-bit. Yeah.
Melbourne 7256.
Also, if I can be convinced that the frames will be very good, that you're not gonna suffer like frame loss, and the graphics are gonna be very nice, then yeah. But as I said, I remain to be convinced, so I'm a little bit dubious.
Melbourne Centre, velocity 1334 with you at flight level 240.
Should I still be with this guy, or I'm not sure. I was on the phone quickly there, and I don't know if he called to drop me or not.
traffic on Melbourne Centre, are you receiving?
No, still in the Melbourne FIR, so it's alright. Where are we?
Melbourne Centre, level 236, can you hear me?
It's not a good question to ask. Where are we? I don't know. Somewhere.
Velocity 1334, common flight level 370.